They're creating successful strategies to improve the quality of life for those in Eastern Washtenaw County. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is COMCAST Newsmakers. Joining me now is the Executive Director of the Eastern Leaders Group, Tony VanDerworp. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
With so many business organizations out there, chambers of commerce in every township and city it seems, why did you decide to form this organization, the Eastern Leaders Group?
Well, during the most recent recession, most people think of Washtenaw County as a pretty affluent place, but in Eastern Washtenaw County it was different. We lost 18,000 manufacturing jobs, and those were high-paying jobs. So we had a very high poverty rate in Eastern Washtenaw County and a very high unemployment rate. So a group of leaders in the area decided to get together and try to address the immediate needs of Eastern Washtenaw County. It really started with our County Commissioner, Ronnie Peterson, meeting with Eastern Michigan University president at the time. That grew from that small partnership to include businesses such as COMCAST, leaders in our education, our local public schools, not-for-profit, and our foundation sectors to come together to try to do some strategies to really get past that loss of manufacturing jobs.
You're not about providing services, but more about economic development, improving the quality of life through perhaps entrepreneurship or bringing jobs and opportunities into your portion of the county. What have you been around for about 5 years now? What have you been able to accomplish and do positively in those 5 years?
Well, we looked at other best practices from other communities, and we put together several programs, and we've actually created 500 jobs over the 5 years. And we're still rolling on initiatives as well. So one of the big things we did was open up a Spark East incubator right on Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. That was our first big project. That incubator has been very successful and graduated many companies that hire people and have businesses in our area. We did things like commercial building rehab grants. Many of the buildings in downtown Ypsilanti in particular have been vacant for a while. So we partnered with the Downtown Development Authority to provide grants for owners to get those buildings fixed up so people can move into them. They weren't really ready for office uses or even retail uses. We completely changed West Cross Street in Ypsilanti. It used to have 80% vacancy and now it's fully rented up. Manufacturing gap financing, we had two remaining manufacturing companies that just couldn't get any loans from their banks at the time. As you know, the banks dried up all the loans. One company in particular, Michigan Ladder, wanted to bring its ladder company, its installation over here from China, and they couldn't get money to do it. So we lent them a zero interest revolving loan fund, grant or loan if you will. And now they're manufacturing and putting those ladders together right here in Eastern Washtenaw County.
So you've been able to accomplish a lot. In the meantime, the economy has improved somewhat in the last 5 years, but you're not done yet. Very quickly, what are your plans? What are you working on for the next couple of years going forward?
So a couple of really good things that are in the works right now. As you know, we had the GM powertrain plant, the big Willow Run facility out there, 5 million square feet of manufacturing that's vacant. So what we're working with Ann Arbor Spark to do is to bring jobs to that area.
And all kinds of other great things I know are on the docket. Sounds like a wonderful organization. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can visit elg.ewashtenaw.org. Today's COMCAST Newsmaker was Tony VanDerworp, the Executive Director of the Eastern Leaders Group.